In this, I am going to explain a concept called jQuery. The jQuery is a simplified form of JavaScripting, and we can use this jQuery instead of JavaScript also to simplify the JavaScript. So let will go ahead to see what are the other features of jQuery and how to structure the jQuery and all. So what is this jQuery? So jQuery is a JavaScript library, simplifies JavaScript programming. jQuery is a lightweight, that means with the intention of write less, do more. So instead of writing a lengthy code in JavaScript, we'll cut short it to few lines so that the same impact that you will find in JavaScript code, you will find in the jQuery. So write less, do more JavaScript library. The purpose of jQuery is to make it much easier to use JavaScript on your website. jQuery takes a lot of common tasks that requires many lines of JavaScript code to accomplish and wraps them into methods that you can call with a single line of code. That is what the specialty of jQuery is. So this jQuery also simplifies a lot of complicated things from JavaScript like asynchronous JavaScript with XML, that is AJAX calls, the DOM manipulation. So these kind of things will also be easily handled using jQuery. What are the tasks that can be performed using jQuery? HTML and DOM manipulation, that is document object model manipulation, cascading style sheet manipulation, and that is dynamically changing the property values of the cascading style sheet. HTML event methods can be used with the jQuery. Next is effects and annotations or animations can also be done with the jQuery. Next is AJAX can be used with the jQuery, and some other utilities like holding the values and this kind of things can also be done using jQuery. So these are the 6 tasks that can be done with the help of jQuery. What are the main features of this jQuery is easy to manipulate the document object model. Document object model is nothing but the web page in which you will write the document tag, that is body tag. Under the body tag, what are the tags you write? All those tags can be holded and can be manipulated using this jQuery. So this is what is called manipulating the document object model, and it has massive community for the support, and it also has the cross browser support. That means you can whatever the code you write can be executed on can be run on any browser. Many of the big companies on the web uses the jQuery, such as Google, Microsoft, IBM. Okay, like that, many companies are using this jQuery vigorously in their website design, and obviously works on all browsers. These are the features of the jQuery. So how to add jQuery in your website? Like how we are going to use the React.js and other JavaScript libraries, either via installation or via with the help of the content development network, CDNs. So here also in adding jQuery, we have 2 methods. One is with the by downloading the jQuery library from jQuery.com. That is, jQuery library is a single JavaScript file, and you reference it with the HTML script after downloading from the jQuery website. You can refer and you can place this jQuery single file in your current folder where the HTML is running. In that, you can include like this: head script src is equal to jQuery hyphen. This is the current version. Maybe this is maybe older version. Maybe newer versions are there. You can download the new version related the file, and you can include like this. Or otherwise, you can also dynamically include with the help of content development network like Google. So this is the path from where you need to include this content CDN file of the jQuery. Either you can do two things. Either you can directly use like this, or the first one. So that is up to you that what you can use. The same thing we have also seen in the Bootstrap also. Either you may install it the libraries in the on your computer and work with the Bootstrap library, or you may use the CDN method. The main thing in the jQuery is the selectors. jQuery selectors are used to find or select HTML elements based on their name, ID, classes, types, attributes, values of attributes, and manipulate the HTML elements. So how to select these attributes? Attributes is nothing but here the tags that you use in your body tag. So, for example, I want to dynamically change the table, or I want to get the values dynamically from a text box. So obviously you are supposed to select that particular text box. That is what we call selector means here. So how we can represent that selector? Either via name or ID or class, type, attribute. This kind of values you are going to pick, and with that help of those values, those variables, you will assign some values. Then you can make use of those tags in the body, that is in your HTML file. So here, how to do this? Here there is a dollar symbol. Always remember, dollar symbol means it is generally used to indicate that value of. So value of selector dot action. So that means a hash, sorry, a dollar sign to define or access to the jQuery. So here dollar means you are going to get the particular selector, and you are going to define it or access the jQuery out of that particular or with that particular selector. So a selector is selector to query or find HTML elements in the HTML file. A jQuery action to be performed on the element. For example, I want to hide a paragraph. So dollar paragraph, that is P. So because the paragraphs will always start with the tag called P dot hide. So whenever this is executed, this line is executed, then hides all paragraph elements in the HTML file. So this is the way you will perform the action. Instead of getting and writing in the JavaScript file like select get the value by ID or get the value by name. This kind of functions we generally use to get the value from the HTML file into the JavaScript. But directly with the help of this selector, we can get that particular tag and we can apply operations on that tag. Here the operation may be the corresponding action like hide or maybe highlight or maybe many functions are there that we can use that we'll see afterwards. So here the various other selectors that you can be used and formats that you can use to select a tag in the HTML file. Whenever we write a dollar within the double quote star, then it should be select all elements. Dollar this means which tag you are referring or in which tag you are writing this jQuery, that corresponding tags instance, that is selects the current HTML element. Next p dot intro, that means select all paragraph elements with class intro. P colon first, that means select the first paragraph element. Unlisting, listing first. Select the first listing element of the first unlisting element. Like that, unlisting list first child. Select the first list element of every unlisted element. So next is I want to indicate the H reference. Then within the bracket, that is square bracket, you are supposed to write href. Select all elements with the href attribute. Next is anchor tag. The anchor tag, whenever the target is blank means whenever you click that link, then the link will be opened in the new tab. That is what is called target in blank. Select anchor element with target attribute that is equal to blank. And you select the if you want to select the attributes that whose target element is not blank, then simply opposite of the previous one, that is here instead of is equal to, will write the not equal to. and $:button, select all buttons elements and input elements of type button. tr::even, that means select all the even table row elements, and tr::odd means select all odd table row elements. Like that, you have supposed to use the syntax of the selectors for the jQuery. The jQuery CSS method sets or return one or more style properties for the selected items. That means you can set the values for the CSS properties dynamically like this by selecting the corresponding tag $selector.css of property name. So here property name may be table width or height or horizontal space or maybe anything, background color or color, it may be anything. Okay, so corresponding selector, for example, on paragraph you might have implemented a cascading style sheet. Then $on paragraph dot css of property name. What are the property name you want to write dynamically? You can write property name, that is the background color or text color or this maybe, and corresponding value. So it has two things like this CSS method. Return content, it returns the content of the first matched element. Set content means it overrides the content of all matched elements. So getting the value and setting the value is possible with the help of this jQuery. And some other methods like action methods like before and after. So jQuery before method inserts the specified content before the selected element. jQuery after method inserts the specified content after the selected elements. So selector dot before of content, selector dot after of content. Here is a simple example: jQuery HTML method. Some other along with this before and after, there are some other methods like HTML text. So jQuery HTML method is used to set or return the HTML content of the selected items, where in case of text means in the text form you will get the content. So body.html, then you will get the values or you will get this particular thing in terms of the HTML content, where this content you will get it via the text form. So that means whatever is there in the file that you will get via HTML with HTML tags, without HTML tags that you will get via .text. Other methods like jQuery value method sets or return value of the selected element, that is selector.value of value. Like for example here document, because we'll get everything in general. If you write any JavaScript, we'll get a document.get element by ID. That means document is the HTML document that you write. In that get element by ID, and you will write the ID name of the tag, so that you will get the element, or get value by ID, or get name or value, get the value by name. So like that you will have so many functions, so that with which you can use you can get the values with the help of document object. Like that here jQuery onClick method fires when onClick event occurs. So for this $document.ready of function, $button.click, then the paragraph will be hidden for 3000 seconds. Text of new content .show. So this is the whole document that will be fired and when onClick event occurs. So like that this function will be written. Actually, where this has to be written? This has to be written in the head section, where you will write the script tag. Within the script tag, you are supposed to write the jQuery. What are the other commonly used methods along with this previous things like HTML, text, and this kind of things? So the categories are like this: document object model manipulation. These methods manipulate the document object model elements in some manner. Example: changing the attributes, style attribute, adding and removing elements, etc. After, append, attr, before. These are the most commonly used methods with the DOM. Next is traversing the document object model. These methods helps in navigating from the document object model element to another element in a parent-child hierarchy. Example, finding ancestors, descendants, and siblings of an element that specifies element. Like, what is the child of the current tag? What is the parent of the current tag? What is the sibling of the current tag? So like that, we can traverse the DOM tree. Cascading style sheet. These methods get and set CSS related properties of elements. Add class, CSS, has class, remove class, toggle class. These are the most commonly used functions. Attributes. These methods get and set document object model attributes of elements. ATTR, HTML, remove attribute, property, value. These are the things will be popularly used. Events. So HTML events, these methods are used to handle the document object model or the JavaScript events like blind, blur, change, click, double click, focus, key up, key down. So these are the various functions used for event handling. And to have the effects on the web page, we use animate, fade in, fade out, hide, show, stop. These are the various functions used for the effects purpose. Next is dimensions. You can change the dimensions of the current things like by using the height, width, inner width, this kind of functions. Form operations like button, text fields, many other things. So here blur, change, value, submit, these are the various form operations can be used. While coming to the AJAX, these methods allow the AJAX functionalities with jQuery, get JSON, post, load are the various functions that can be used. So these are the methods in general will be used in the jQuery. This is only the introductory part. So there are so many other methods are available that you may refer to the references provided here. And this entire lecture slides are also developed using the references provided here. Now, to understand this jQuery, that will go for a coding part. So here is the code of the jQuery. Here doc type is HTML, HTML head script. This is the CDN inclusion of the jQuery from the Google. So ajax.googleapis.com/ajax/libs libraries jQuery. This is the version of the jQuery that I have included. Now this script is closed. Now again you open the script. This script is especially for the writing of the jQuery script in the HTML. So this jQuery script is like this. Let design is equal to. So here this is the default design. This is the design array that we are going to declare here. Let design. Let is nothing but we have seen in the jQuery. Globally, we are going to declare this particular array. So color blue, background green, and border 10 pixel solid. This is the array we have declared for mentioning the cascading style sheet like that. Now we have seen this structure previously. Document.ready of function, button.click of function. So paragraph.hide of 3000 text new content show, paragraph.text new content hide of 3000. The h2, that is heading 2 dot before is h1 before. That means this we are going to place before the header 2 type of content that we write in the HTML. And h2.css of design. That means that particular h2 will be having the will be allotted or will be displayed with the CSS that we have included here, that is design. Color blue, it will be changed to blue, and background will be changed to green, and border will be changed to 10 pixel solid. Alert, after that one alert box will also come. Alert value plus that is there will be addition will be there, that is string concatenation. What is the concatenation will be done here? Name dot value. So where this name available? So here this is the heading, this is the h2 type. This h2 type we are going to pick here. That means whenever a button is pressed, what is the button pressed? Button. So where this button is there? Here, this is the button. So click me to hide the paragraphs. This is the button is there, and whenever this button is pressed, automatically the paragraph will be hidden. So what is the paragraph? This paragraph will be hidden. Whatever you write in the content, whatever you write in the paragraph, that will be hidden, and that will be hidden. And text new content. That a new content will be introduced here, and dot show. Now paragraph dot text new content hide, that will be hidden for this much time. Then the hide the h2, that is the heading 2 before, that means before this hello you will get before in the h1 form, that is in the heading 1 style you will get before or the whenever this particular button is pressed. Then this h2, this hello will be, this h2 will be redesigned or redrawn with the css that we have declared here. That means its color will become blue and background will become green, and the border of 10 pixel solid will be automatically formed. And input type text, a text box will be there, its id is name. So whatever you write in this particular text box, that will be presented into the alert box. That is value plus dollar name. Name is the class name here. Name dot value. Its corresponding text box dot value will be shown into the alert box. This is what the basic HTML page where I have written some JavaScript code. Let will run this code. So whenever we run this code here, this is the heading. So in the heading 2 style, this is a heading that was printed here, and this is a paragraph in the paragraph form, and this is another paragraph in the paragraph form was printed. Next is hello. Hello is in the h2 form. h2 form is there because I have not written h2 two different h2 styles in the next line in somewhere, because it is to show that whatever the h2 style is there in the entire page, that will be considered by this particular Java jQuery. Next, an input text is there. This is a input text box is there, a text field is there, and followed by a button. So that button is click me to hide paragraphs. I'm going to write a value in this, that is 100, and click me to hide paragraph. Whenever I click this, what will happen? The cascading style sheet form that I have declared here has to be immediately applied onto this HTML page, and an alert box should come which shows the 100 as the value. So we got the 100 as the value. Here this page says value is 100. Whenever we click this, automatically remaining statements must be executed, and the resultant should be displayed onto the web page. Now you look at in this button dot click, so p dot hide of 3000 text new content show, and before is before the header tools, one type will be added, that is what we call before. Okay, that is before. Next, this is heading. This is heading paragraph will be renamed or redrawn with the cascading style sheet color blue. So blue color you got, and color blue color you got, and background is green. So the background of this color is green, or this paragraph is green. Next is border type is 10 pixel solid. So this border what we got for this paragraph is 10 pixel and solid. So this is the one with which the query will be executed. So now I have refreshed it. So whenever I refresh it, you will get the original thing. So this is the way how the jQueries will be used for dynamic appearance of or executing of JavaScript dynamically onto the web pages. So this is the introduction to the jQuery. And for more references, for more details of the jQuery, you may go to these references.